Time now for the world-renowned OTR pop quiz. You know, this is a subject of conversation on the floor of the city council all the time. Well, how about that pop quiz, right?
Yeah, okay.
You ready?
I didn't know it was world-renowned.
Well, I thought I added that part,
Okay.
but okay. Wait. The Senate district that you are running in includes parts of Cambridge and Boston. The Harvard Bridge, one of the links between the cities, is marked by the lengths of a certain MIT student. Okay, I'll go through that again. The Harvard Bridge is marked by the lengths of a certain MIT student.
Okay.
Is it Edwin Hubble? Is it Thomas Schultz? Or is it Oliver Smoot?
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, I'm going to have to go back to my high school days. I'm going to pick the letter B because that's there.
It is C, Oliver Smoot. By the way, the length of the Harvard Bridge is 364.4 smoots.
Smoots.
Plus or minus an ear, by the way, but that's what it is. All right, you're a native of Michigan. Folks from that state are known as Michiganders, right?
Some of us.
Some of them. So, what are people from Cambridge called? A Cambridgeite, a Cantabrigian, or a Canterburyan?
I'm going to go with B.
You're right. It is a British thing. Cantabrigian is what they're
You
called.
seemed pretty confident when you said
I knew that one.
But that's two B's in a row, so let's see what happens on the third one. The Necco Candy Company was based in Revere. Revere is in the, as we've said, in the district that you would like to represent. In the original Necco wafers roll, what flavor did purple represent? This one, when we walked through the rehearsal, this one stunned me. Clove, grape, or blueberry?
If it stunned you,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you gave her a
I
big
did.
hint
I
there.
did.
then I'm going to say blueberry.
Well, you know, here's why it stunned me. I thought it would be grape or blueberry. It's clove.
What flavor is...
Exactly.
Clove.
And if it's
and,
yeah, okay.
Clove.
Does clove have flavor?
I didn't know.
Beacon Hill plays a key role in the classic children's book Make Way for Ducklings. So what is the name of the police officer who helps the Mallard family? Is it Charles? Is it David? Or is it Michael?
You know, we have Charles Street and Beacon Hill, so I'm...
It is Michael. there's a reaction of the year to the OTR pop quiz right there.
If you
worst
win,
I've
we're
done
gonna
on
buy
any
you that.
quiz
You did
in my
great.
life.
You did-
This is the worst I've done on any
if
quiz
it's
in my
any
life.
comfort,
2
well-
law degrees. I have never done this.
If it's any comfort, when we went through rehearsal, I failed it miserably too. So don't worry about it.
But you
Misery
You know
loves
what? If you
company.
win, we'll buy you the book.
Right,
So
there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
Then we'll come back and ask you to name the duckling. So
Thank you.
So your Democratic opponent, Anthony D'Ambrosio, is still uncertain about eliminating MBTA fares across the entire system. What's your message to him? What do you say to him?
Well, I'm speaking to, well, if I'm speaking to him, then it would be hopefully as a future constituent. And I would simply say this, the best thing we can do is make sure that public transportation is free. That is going to make sure that people have access to jobs, access to homes, and I think there's a sustainable model that we can look to. This, if you look at the studies, it is cheaper for us in the long run. It moves us faster, and honestly, with my district and the one that I represent currently, we have a lot of nighttime workers who depend on public transportation. People of color overwhelmingly depend on public transportation. And if you're traveling in this state, we have done the studies to show that you can lose up to 2 weeks of your life trying to get to work. We need a reformative transportation system, and the best reforms we can do is to make it free.
All trains, all buses.
All public transportation, all public trains, and we need to expand them and make them free.
the U.S. Supreme Court appears to be reversing most of Roe versus Wade in the state of Mississippi. So does Massachusetts need to take any further action to protect abortion rights? And if you think so, what specifically?
Well, I supported the Roe Act. And I believe that that was a clarification and making sure people understood that you should have the right to access this medical care or an abortion if need be. If you can get pregnant, you should be able to access this. And I think we need to just make sure that our laws are not inconsistent and that they are fully assuring the dignity of the woman's right to choose what happens to her body and when. And I will look at the laws, but I think the Roe Act took us that step further, and I will continue to make sure that we never have to worry about losing our right to choose in Massachusetts.
Great to have you with us this morning. Our thanks again to Lydia Edwards. And just as a reminder, I know you've been getting a lot of elections, not only in Boston, but around the state. But the preliminary election is December 14th. It's right around the corner.